I'm legally insane. And my wife left me and took the kids. All thanks to limited run games.
Stop the cap.
Limited run games is currently trying to bankrupt me and you. They're trying to bankrupt all of us. And it's all thanks to their brand new carbon engine.
If they said that
Carbon engine.
free, it will be the end of all of us! No!
Filing for bankruptcy thanks to limited run games is the reason my wife left me. And took the kids. Thanks a lot, Karen. I still have the Nintendo Switch games, though I still have the limited run games. All the games I purchased, all the games I'll continue to purchase, all the rare games, the future rare games, the games that are going to go up in value, I have them all. All the greatest hits, the best games ever made, I've got them all. All the Carbon Engine remakes. I talked about the Carbon Engine 1 year ago. So it turns out Limited Run likes to release this annual event talking about the next year. The next year's game releases. So they like to bankrupt me every single year. Just when you think you might be getting out of bankruptcy. Just when you think the creditors might stop calling. Just when you think you fled the country and they ain't going to find you. Just when you thought you faked your death to collect the insurance money. And then you went to prison for 6 years. But then you got out and you thought you were safe. Well, you're not safe. You're never safe. Not with limited run games running around there, re-releasing all these games, because guess what? And we all knew this was coming. They just announced, how many games was it? 31 new games. And we're going to be talking about those games today. I have marked 21 out of the 31 games as must-buy purchases. Games that cannot be resisted. The collectors are going to know what I'm talking about. This video is for the collectors. And for those that aren't already aware, the Carbon Engine is the software that they created that allows them to port over old games. NES, Super Nintendo, all the way up to PlayStation 1. They're working on Sega Saturn, and if they haven't already figured out PlayStation 2, you know that's coming next. Xbox 360's coming after that. PS3's coming after that. You know what's going to happen eventually. They're going to be re-releasing these games for the next 20 years. Various consoles. You know, hell, maybe it's the Nintendo Switch. They could absolutely continue to release games for the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One for the next 20 years. And you know how I know that? And they will be. And as a matter of fact, it's not a if they will, it is a they will. And I know that because to this day, they're still releasing NES games. NES games, and people are buying them to this day. Well, with the Carbon Engine, they can port these things over rather easily. And they're going to port over everything. Everything that has value, all the rare ones. And that doesn't mean that the rare ones are going to lose value on the original's consoles. Some of them will. Some of them might dip a little bit, but they're always going to have that maintain a certain high value, if not continue to run up. But it's going to be dependent on which game. And we know that based on the games that have already come out, many of which were unaffected by the re-releases, such as Gargoyles, which was not actually done with the Carbon Engine. But there were other games that were Carbon Engine games, like Tomba. So it's very game specific. Speaking of Tomba, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, well, they got all these new games coming out. Hell, we might as well talk about one right now. Before we even get into it, let's just talk about the elephant in the room. You already know. They are re-releasing Little Samson, the legendary Little Samson. We all knew it was coming. Carbon Engine, bringing it over. All they got to do is talk to these publishers, and anyone with a brain will sign the contract. It's a license to print money. And the publishers, the owners of the IPs, they love limited run games because they don't have to lift a finger. Limited run handles the port over. But these aren't just ports. This is the beauty of it. This is why they're going to make millions and bankrupt us all. This is why. It's because these become the definitive versions of the games because they add quality of life improvements. There's always new things that they add to the games. So I guess you could call this the new and improved versions. Will they be as good as playing the original on the original hardware? Not necessarily. Many times they won't be, but other times they will be. They will be better. Such as Tomba. They added quality of life improvements, which many would argue make this the better version to play by default, such as being able to save anywhere. And in this modern era, when not everybody has unlimited time to play these games anymore, being able to save at any time and then turn the game off is game changing. You know, especially in my old age, I only get 5, 10, 15 minutes to play a game sometimes. Literally, I might have 15 minutes before bed. And that's the 15 minutes that I like to game. I like to game before bed when I can. You know, I aim for an hour. But I rarely actually get an hour. So you're thinking, well, wait a minute. I've already got Little Samson. Why do I need to buy Little Samson? Hell, I've already got Tomba. You're thinking, why would I buy this? I don't need this version. That's what you're thinking. Buddy, I said the same thing. Are you blind? I clearly own both. Because they got quality of life improvements. Do you have quality of life improvements in your PS1 version? So now guess what? You're going to be double dipping. You're going to be forced to double dip. This is the whole point of the video. You're going bankrupt. It's over for you, buddy. Your financial life is over. You are now in financial ruin. Just like me. I'm telling you like it is. This is not a positive news video. I'm not here to praise you about your collection or jump for joy at all the new releases that are coming out like everyone else. Everyone else is happy about all these Little Samson coming out. Great. Well, I mean, I am kind of happy about that because I don't own Little Samson anyway. So, but if you do own Little Samson, this is the whole point. If you do own it, you're going to double dip. So you should be pissed off because you have to buy it. You know you got to buy it. Everyone and their mother is going to buy it just because of the name recognition. It's a notoriously recognizable name. It was a great choice to release for 2026. Get that one out ASAP. And next up, you know more are coming. You know for the next 20 years, they're going to be bringing out Power Blade 2. They're going to get Panic Restaurant. You know that's coming. Kid Clown, that's coming too, buddy. They're going to target all the rarest and most expensive ones, but that's not all they go after. They've proven that. PlayStation 1, Fear Effect #1. That's not a particularly expensive game, and they remastered that via the Carbon engine, adding quality of life improvements. In fact, because of that, once again, that version will become the definitive version of Fear Effect. And now, Fear Effect 2 is coming out too, buddy. You're going to have to buy that one too, because Fear Effect 2 is actually an even better game than Fear Effect 1. So let's go through some of these games. This is the full list. And I'll tell you the ones that are must-buy games. #1, Arrow the Acrobat Collection. This includes 3 Super Nintendo games. First one is Arrow the Acrobat. Relatively cheap and common game. Not desired at all. Not particularly good. Just very, very basic and average. However, where things get interesting is when you look at Arrow the Acrobat #2, which is a very rare game, making this new limited run collection release a very affordable alternative. And once again, you know you're going to get the quality of life improvements. You're going to get save states. You're going to get rewind feature. You're going to get bonus content. They didn't just stop at those two games. There's actually a third game that's part of the same series, I guess. Zero the Kamikaze Squirrel, which is a game that I've always wanted. This is the best of the three games, in fact. Arrow the Acrobat 2 is really not that much better than number one, but great value here. So even if you own these games, once again, you're going to double dip. Now, luckily, I don't own these. Next up is the new Angry Video Game Nerd game, which actually has scenes from the Angry Video Game Nerd to make it feel like you're playing through an actual episode. That's obviously must buy. Pre-orders are open as we speak. Bad Cheese, I'll save you some time on this one. Visually, 10 out of 10 game. The visuals are incredible. Horror game. Looks like an old black and white Mickey Mouse horror game. Very creepy, disgusting, good visually. But looking at the reviews, it's available on Steam. The gameplay is not very good. It's everything went into the visual all the resources went into the visual content. I'm sure the music's probably fine too, but gameplay wise, it's disappointing. Broken Reality, this is not on my must buy list, although I will be buying this one very likely. I've put it on my maybe. So, of the 21 must buy games, we've only got two so far. Capcom Arcade Stadium Volume 1, I'm passing. Cho-Aniki, this is the fighting game, I'm passing. Looks cool, but I'm passing on it. Cho-Aniki Collection, I almost bought this I almost bought the Japanese version. It's two shooters, and they're very good shooters, one of which I have on the PC Engine Mini. Don't let the crazy Japanese quirkiness fool you. It is a good shooter, and I'll give it a straight 10 out of 10 in my books. I think it's newbie friendly as well. Double Shake, this one was supposed to come out last year, so I think it's been delayed. But this is a PS1 style, Mischief Maker style, Pandemonium style platformer, and it looks incredible. You know this one's going to sell good. Must buy. I can guarantee you, of the games so far, Arrow the Acrobat Collection has rare game potential. Cho-Aniki has rare game potential. Double Shake has rare game potential, like realistic potential. So don't sleep on these games. Ernest Evans Collection, another must buy. In fact, I'm tempted to blow my balls off just thinking about it. I wasn't planning to blow my balls off today because I already blew them off yesterday. But just thinking about this game, I'm ready to do it right now. Rare game potential. I think this one's going to be overlooked. I don't think it's going to sell as good as they think it's going to sell, and I think the market's going to go hunting for this one later. That happens a lot. Sometimes games that you'd think should not become rare, that won't be sought after, they do become sought after because too many people ignored them in the beginning and then they changed their mind later, or they didn't know about it when it came out and then they hear about it later. When it's out of print, they hear about it and then they want it. Or they didn't want it at first and then it goes out of print and then they crap their pants and all of a sudden they want it because the price is going up. That's a thing that happens. When the price is going up, it can cause demand. The FOMO. People, it's just no different than stocks, guys. People chase. They don't want to buy a stock when it's cheap, when nobody wants it and it's dirt cheap and it's been flatlining for years. Maybe it's been trending down for years. They don't want it. That's the contrarian investor. Contrarian investors, value investors, they want those stocks. They're looking for those stocks. They want oil when oil's crashed and nobody wants it and the market's flooded with oil. The FOMO investors, the momentum traders, they'll chase other things. They chase things that go up, and then they panic sell the second things change. Second the thing starts to dip. Well, people do the same thing in the collectibles world. They chase things that are going up, which causes more people to FOMO in, which causes those parabolic moves. That's why things go parabolic.
My name is Ernest Evans. Back home in the States, I have a bit of a rep as a treasure hunter.
This collection has 3 games in it. We have the original Ernest Evans, a Sega Genesis game. Not particularly sought after, plays a little bit of ragdoll physics. It's like a ragdoll physics, insane whip physics, Indiana Jones style game. Very interesting game. Has been trending up for years. Kind of an unknown game. I've always felt like nobody knows about it. Unique little game, not particularly good, but that's just the first game. And I learned something new here because this collection also has El Viento, a game that I've always wanted. A very expensive game. By the way, these are Canadian dollars down here. $112 Canadian dollar game. 80 US dollars for this game. And this is actually a good game. I think I've heard it's rather difficult, but what game wasn't difficult back in the 90s? Very sought after game. Once again, hidden gem type of game. You would see this on hidden gem lists. Go look up Sega Genesis hidden gems. You're going to see this game on there. And then there's a third game, a Japanese game. I think it's a beat 'em up. Very cool, very interesting game. Only ever released in Japan and maybe Europe. Ernest Evans collection, must buy. Fear Effect 2, I mentioned that one earlier. Retro Helix, must buy game. And here's the annoying part about that. I'm telling you right now, they might eventually throw Fear Effect 1 and 2 on a compilation cart because they're a bunch of scumbags. You know somebody's going to do it. And I'm 99.999% certain. Hell, I'm 100% certain both of those games will fit on a Nintendo Switch cart. I'm telling you. And hopefully I'm wrong because I don't want them to do that. This is a heavy hitter here. Fuga Melodies of Steel. 1, 2, and 3. They released this in Japan with English from PlayAsia that you could have ordered previously with PlayAsia or VGP. I deliberately chose not to because I suspected that they would come out with an ESRB North American version. That's the thing I'm learning real quick. And you're going to learn it real quick too if you've been messing up on this. You have to wait. When those Japanese releases come out, Choaniki included, I almost bought it. And I actually, with that one, I didn't think that they would release it here. But I knew if they ever would, limited run games would pick it up. Fuga Melodies of Steel is a very serious, excellent story. Don't let the fact that you're playing as kids fool you. It's realistic. These kids have had their homes torn apart by war. And you're going to have to make tough choices in that game. Very famous, very serious, excellent story. Good RPG. You're going to have to make choices in that game, and some of those choices will lead to you having to kill off some of your party members permanently. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe is a new beat 'em up. That's a must-buy. I mean, just look at the gameplay. Just look at it. Hell, some of you are probably going to buy the friggin' collector's edition on that one. Okay, I don't even know. I mean, we don't know what it's going to come with yet, but imagine it comes with a He-Man figure. Maybe they're going to copy straight Shredder's Revenge, and they're going to give you an action figure. How many of you are going to buy that game now? Collector's edition. Not saying that they will. Maybe they give you a He-Man sword. I mean, sky's the limit on what they could do. But that's a must-buy game. Iron Meat, they're screwing us on that one. They are released that twice. Thanks a lot. Strictly limited games. In the last version, they had updates on the cart. They actually changed some of the gameplay. It wasn't just patch fixes. They legitimately changed some of the gameplay. And I suspect they're going to do that again. That's how they're going to lure you in. Even if you own the game, you're going to be double dipping. So I threw that on the must-buy list because, hell, I already own it, and I'm going to be double dipping. I'm calling it now. I just think that they're going to have some sort of new update. New boss, new level. I mean, who knows? I mean, why not? Some DLC content? Why not? Because you know they're going to make an Iron Meat 2 eventually because the game was wildly successful. And rightfully so. Great two-player co-op game. Run and gun Contra-style game. Not as good as Sega Genesis Contra or Contra NES Super C. Probably better than the Super Nintendo version of Contra 3 The Alien Wars. I've grown to get pissed off at that game. That's a hard game. I used to be good at it. I don't know how I was so good in the past. I honestly don't know how. When I played it recently, about a year ago, and believe me, I gave it a go. I gave it a go. I tried to get good. I couldn't even get half of where I used to be able to get. Jay and Silent Bob, beat 'em up. That's a must buy. You like beat 'em ups? I like beat 'em ups. Must buy list. Add it to the list. Write it down. Get a pen and paper. Little Goody Two Shoes, you're going to be buying the collector's edition. Start budgeting it now because you ain't going to have any money for the next year.
Yet at nightfall, not all is as it seems. The woods beckon her to face her fears and attain her dream.
The next 12 months, you're going to be homeless. So start budgeting this in now. This game is going to become rare. I'm calling it right now. I'm telling you. This is going to be one of those very rare, sought-after games. This game is going to sell out. If you don't pre-order it, it's going to sell out. You think that you're going to get it from the third-party vendors? BGP, they're going to sell out too. Yeah, they're going to order a lot of copies, but the demand is going to be that high. Very positive reviews on Steam. Came out in 2023. Square Enix published game. Not developed, but published. And they only publish good games. Little Goody Two Shoes is a fairy tale horror adventure game with a dark twist. Now, there is a twist. Avoid spoilers. In fact, don't even look at reviews. Watch the trailer, and I know that because people in the review section have said to go into this game blind. In fact, let's just read the first two reviews here. You can ignore this negative guy. Like, this is a very positively praised game, so just ignore that guy. Astria says, the best story game I've ever played. I don't want to spoil anything. Just go play it. Trust me, you won't regret it. The art style is gorgeous. Everything has so much detail put into it. It feels like you're playing inside of a painting. Almost every scene and location looks so good, you could frame the screenshots on the wall. 10 out of 10 game. And it's not just the visual arts, too, guys, it's the story and the gameplay. I'm among the people that think this game is one that cannot be spoiled. Go in blind. Every single game that I've ever gone into where somebody said to go in blind was a 10 out of 10 game. That's really all I need to hear. This person also compared it to Fear and Hunger, for those that are familiar with that very famous series of games. Next up is Little Samson, must buy. And after that, Neon Inferno. I was waiting for this physical. I knew it would come eventually. This is going to be a very sought after game. Once again, very high praises, rare game potential. This is a run and gun Contra style game mixed with wild guns. I'm talking that shooting enemies in the background, side scroller type of wild guns. 2-player co op, incredible graphics, 16-bit style. 10 out of 10 game. I don't even need to play it to know. The PC version is not actually out yet. It comes out on November 19th. But once again, we all know it's going to be good. 2D run and gun and gallery shooter. They combined two genres into one. I've not seen that done before. This is the first that I know of, and I think it was a genius idea. It's amazing that no one has done that previously. Why was that never done before? Who made this game? Oh, publisher Retroware. Hey, that's pretty cool. Zenovia Interactive. Like, look at those graphics. Unbelievable. What else have these guys made? Steel Assault. There you go. Proven track record, guys. This is a rare game as we speak. So I'm telling you, you're going to want to pick that game up. You're going to want to pick it up. Steel Assault, guess what? Everyone ignored that at first. I even heard some people bash it. Now everybody wants it. You can't even get it. So that's another must-buy. Onimusha 2, Samurai's Destiny. That is a remaster. I don't believe that is anything to do with Carbon Engine. That's Capcom doing that. And it's a must-buy. I mean, you know that they're going to remaster the entire Onimusha series. They're all coming. They're all going to be made physical eventually. So when they release these, sometimes they are digital only. And sometimes they might be digital only for many years, but the physicals will come eventually. I think, especially if Capcom is the one making it. Capcom has a proven track record that they're willing to work with limited run games, and they're going to be releasing everything. 2 pinball games coming up, Williams Pinball Anthology Volume 1 and 2. Sometimes these pinball games do become rare and expensive, especially when certain pinball games get pulled from digital stores because they lose the rights to the pinball machines because of the IPs that the pinball games are connected to, like a Star Wars, a Spider-Man, a Jaws, whatever it may be. There are pinball fans out there. Some people like these games. I'm steering clear of it. I ain't purchasing it. Prison City. I've been waiting for a physical on this one too. I purposely avoided buying the digital version because I knew this one would come eventually. I knew it would come. This is a Power Blade style game. It basically mimics Power Blade. Side-scrolling, 8-bit style action game. Very fun, very highly praised. Some of the bosses are difficult, but it's beatable. Prison City came out back in 2023. Very positive reviews. Oh, another Retroware publisher. Dang, man, Retroware's getting all the good games. Dang. Oh, and developed by Retroware. Oh, combined with Program Answer. That's pretty cool. Prison City is a dystopian, action-packed side-scroller with tight mechanics and intricate level design. Prize Fighter Heavyweight Edition. This is not even coming to Switch. I guess it can't handle it. This is one of those FMV games, I do believe. Looks cool. I'm avoiding it. Renane looks really good. Might be rare. I think I took that off my must-buy list. Let me double check. Okay, I do have Renane on my must-buy list, but I will admit I might become flexible with this one. It looks good. I've heard good things. I've even heard whispers of people saying this is going to sell out. This is going to be another Animal Well. But once again, this is the modern era, so calm your tits down, put your bra back on, and relax, because a lot of these games get re-released by some other publisher, such as what happened with Animal Well. So just relax. If you have to pay an extra $25 for the game, or $50 even, oh well. If that's what's got to be done because you didn't get in cheap and you missed the boat, oh well. Bite the bullet, pay it. If you're not going to pay it, obviously you didn't want the game that much to begin with. Next up, Slam City, starring Scottie Pippen. This is a must-buy to me. This is a bit of a joke that they're making this. This is an FMV game from the Sega CD. Not particularly good, but guys, I think they're remastering this. I think they're making it HD. I want to see the quality of life improvements. I want to see the interviews, whatever it is that they're going to bust into this, that added content from that Carbon engine, the above and beyond new music, new soundtracks, whatever they're going to be bringing. We got to wait for the release of that information to come out, because this is all brand new. We don't know anything yet. But I'm excited for this one.
Bring it on, bring it on, bring it on. What you gonna get? Gonna get respect. What you gotta get? Gotta get respect. What you wanna get? Wanna get respect. So how do you earn respect? Welcome to the city that slams with no pity. I hope you're ready. Slam, slam, slam city. If you're committed to hard hitting, good ridden. Cause ain't nobody chicken sticking Scottie Pippen. With the team all without one, you're gonna get done. One-on-one, and here I come, son. Just a thought that brings the pressure. But so what? Cause on the court, I'll be dunking like donuts. So bring your ego, can't wait to do you. You want respect, if you earn it, I'll be more than happy to give it to you. So bring it on, bring your best hook, ace, bring your best shot. But if you're beaten, then I guess not. What you wanna earn here is respect, yo. You wanna win, you gotta get all you can get, yo. Just remember, ace, you been won. So bring it on, bring it on, bring it on. What you gonna get? Gonna get respect. What you gotta get? Gotta get respect. What you wanna get? Wanna get respect. So how do you earn respect? What you gonna get? Gonna get respect. What you gotta get? Gotta get respect. What you wanna get? Wanna get respect. So how do you earn respect?
Next up, Sigma Star Saga DX. This is a remake of a Game Boy Advance game. Sorry, this is essentially a remaster or a definitive version of this game, because they added content. They previously released this as an actual Game Boy Advance cart, which I almost bought, and I decided not to because I knew if they made the updated version of the cart version, like, they added content to the game. They literally made a definitive version of that game. I knew it was going to come to the Switch, and it's going to be very sought after at some point in time. A lot of these games, like I said previously, they're not necessarily very sought after upon release, because a lot of people miss out on them, or they think, oh, I'll buy it later, and then they forget about it. Or when later comes, it's already too late. It's sold out, and now it's sought after by collectors and gamers alike because it's a good game. I'd rather have the Switch version than the Game Boy Advance version. This version is now the obsolete version. As a matter of fact, if you have it, I would sell it. I mean, why not? I'd sell it. So that's on the must-buy list. I also put Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tactical Takedown on the must-buy list, although, actually, no, sorry, I originally had it on there, and then I took it off. And here my reasoning for that. I took it off the list because I'm tired of getting screwed over by these Ninja Turtle games. I ain't buying no Ninja Turtle games anymore. I'm waiting for the updated DLC version because that's what they keep doing. Every single Ninja Turtle game I've seen in recent times, they always come out with the definitive version later. And then in some cases, such as Shredder's Revenge, they come out with the Anniversary Edition, which turns out is not the definitive version, because then they release even more DLC and come out with the complete version later. Now there's 3 versions floating around. I think they did that with the Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem as well. I'm not touching that game. I'm recommending you also avoid this game, because if it sells good, they're going to come out with DLC and they're going to re-release it. That's what they always do with Turtles games, because they sell and because they can. You got to understand, these companies have learned that they can bankrupt us all. They know that they can, and unless we stop them, they'll continue to do it. But none of us have the ability to stop them. All right, we got to fly through these faster. That's Turtles. Avoid that one. Toxic Crusaders, beat 'em up game. You know it's going to sell good. I was waiting for this. I think this one got delayed as well, because this was supposed to come out this year, 2025. I'm pretty sure it was supposed to come out in December. That's what my memory says, and it's obviously been delayed. Oh yeah, here it says pre-orders open December 9th, 2025. So this is coming up and arrives early 2026. There was a Toxic Crusaders for Sega Genesis. These games were too difficult to be considered really good. They looked good and could have been great, but they lacked polish. There's also a much rarer Toxic Crusaders on the NES. And as you can see, it's still rising. I do not know what the difference is between this version and the Sega Genesis version, but I'm guessing this one's a lot better and or a lot more rare. As a matter of fact, I don't think this game would be trading at that price with that trend, with those parabolic moves, if Toxic Crusaders was not making a comeback and if this game was worse than the Sega Genesis game. If I were a rich man, I would probably purchase this game myself. So Toxic Crusaders gets the seal of approval for a must-buy game. If that means your kid doesn't eat dinner for a week, then that you got to do what you got to do, buddy. Who am I to judge you? If you don't feed your kid for a week, or your kid's living off of great value noodles because you can't even afford Mr. Noodles, you people think Mr. Noodles is like the cheap noodles? Buddy, that's the premium stuff. That is the premium stuff for rich people. When you don't have any money, you're going down to Walmart and you're getting great value brand noodles. I don't even think they're real noodles. If you go and buy a package of those noodles. I used to live off those. I had hit rock bottom before too. Right, what was it? 3 months ago? Thanks to limited run games. Taking all my money. Trials of Blood. Trials of Blood. You can avoid this game. A very cool game, but it's not like your classic or typical Trials game. Just be aware of that. A lot of people bought the PC version expecting that. It's a hybrid between Trials and like an action driving a motorcycle game. I don't know. Go check out the trailer. I'm avoiding it. I'm not going to buy it. Turbo Overkill. This is a must buy. This is the new Duke Nukem. They're reviving Duke Nukem, but with a brand new franchise that is not Duke Nukem. So they're going for that over-the-top, brutal, but funny and fun first-person shooter, boomer shooter style. And they're adding vehicle driving mechanics.
Best make this a quick trip. Paradise isn't a place you want to be for long. The Sin virus is rapidly spreading its tendrils across the city.
Where's the fire and brimstone, man? We need that virus purged now. That chainsaw leg ain't gonna kill all by itself.
We have to purge Sin, and we have to do it now.
Duke Nukem would approve of you purchasing this game. This is the type of game that you can play with one hand on the controller and one hand with a gun in your hand pointed at your balls. You can do both at the same time. Now, it's going to be hard playing with one hand because it is a first-person shooter, but you can do it. You can do it. Trust me. It can be done. And about 5 minutes in, you're going to blow your balls off. And the last two games, we don't care about. Although Xeno Tilt does look really good. It looks like an insane pinball game. So with this new Carbon engine, you know that they're going to be coming out with tons of games, especially with their partnership with Capcom. You know Mega Man Legends is coming. Mega Man Legends 1 and 2, and they might screw you by separating them and not combining them on one cart and calling it the Mega Man Legends Collection. But either way, it's coming. There's so many great games that are coming. It's going to take a long time, though. That's why I said these games are going to be coming out for the next 20 years. And it's great news for us gamers. It's great news. I'm waiting for Snowboard Kids 1 and 2 Collection. Give me both games on a cart. You put Snowboard Kids N64. You put that game out on a single Nintendo Switch cart, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One. That game is going to sell. And it's a game that I would love to see with some quality of life features, even if it's nothing more than a rewind feature. It's just nice to have it on that modern console. Not everybody, and you got to remember too, not everybody collects for N64, let's say. Not everybody has an N64 collection. They might have grown up with the N64 or they want one, they just don't have it. They might have grown up with it, they've played Snowboard Kids, but they don't collect for the Nintendo 64. Not everyone is a legally insane collector. They're just casual gamers. You put out Snowboard Kids 1 and 2, and the casual gamer is going to say, hey, I remember that game. That's a good game. Or maybe they've never seen it before. That young 20-year-old, 19-year-old, 14-year-old, he's going to say, dang, that game looks fun. 4-player? Hey, I could bring my friends over and play that. That looks like fun. I like snowboarding. I like Mario Kart. This game looks fun. They're going to purchase it. Just the same way the collector or the double dipper who already owns the game, they're all going to buy it. A license to print money. It's over for all of us. Other games that you know are coming, you know Tron Bond's coming. Misadventures of Tron Bond, you know that's coming. Recently hit an all-time high. Holy hell, man. What is that, $675 US? No, more than that. It won't let me. $277.49. It currently trades for 826 Canadian dollars. Dang. 600 USD. Complete in box. And is that good condition? Probably not. Probably not. This guy paid $650 on October 22nd. That probably was good condition. Back on in September, this went for $760. With complete with registration, $800. 800 US dollars. Well, you know this one's coming. Guess what does that say there, guys? You read that? Put your glasses on. That says Capcom. You know it's coming. Carbon engine can port this over. Snap your fingers, they got the thing ported over. Maybe they add interviews. I would love to hear the developers talk about how this game came to be. Why is this game so rare? What was the print run? I don't know. Tell me about it. I'd like to know. Well, as you know, Square Enix has worked with limited run games in the past. So what's going to stop them from porting over some of their games? Squaresoft, Einhander, shoot 'em up game. This game would sell millions. Shoot 'em up fans. This game went under the radar. To this day, it's actually a little bit of a hidden gem. It was, when this came out, it was very unexpected that Squaresoft had made a shooter. This is when, in the early days, when they were branching out from just RPGs. And to this day, they've really hit many different genres. They're all over the place. And they only release quality hits. I'd kill a man for this game. I'd kill a man. But I don't want to pay $200 because I can't afford it. Guys, before we continue, last week I did a 4,000 subscriber special where we had the first ever annual or monthly, we'll see what happens, Royal Rumble, me versus you subscribers. And I won that Royal Rumble, buddy. Razor Ramon won the Royal Rumble. I had Razor on my team, so I won the Rumble. But afterwards I realized, well, I kind of felt bad for winning because I was trying to give back to the subscribers. And, it felt good to win at first, but I decided, you know what? I'm going to give back to the subscribers anyway. So I had written a comment in that video saying that I would announce a consolation prize. So those that entered the draw, all you had to do was list your favorite wrestler from the Royal Rumble video game. And a lot of people didn't enter. They might not have seen that clip or they didn't enter on purpose. That happens. A lot of people just don't care if they win or lose. It's not like you're winning $1 million. It's not the end of the world. So I decided the consolation prize is going to be $20. Via Amazon gift card. If it'll let me send you an Amazon gift card, which is like a digital card, it's just a code. I've gotten digital email transfer Amazon gift cards before. If it'll let me do that, I'm going to do that. Otherwise, I'll just do PayPal or e-transfer. We're going to do the draw live. The draw is live right now. I'm going to share my screen. I put everyone's name in here. We are currently on wheelofnames.com. It's a random raffle generator. There are 17 names. And if I miss somebody, I'm sorry. Sometimes YouTube literally doesn't show some of the comments. I don't know why, but I checked my YouTube studio and the actual video. Here it is here. I checked the comment section. I scrolled down. I looked for everybody's name. So I apologize if I missed someone, but I don't think I did. You only were entered if you named a wrestler. Although there was one exception. I let John Bunday join. He didn't name a wrestler, but he understood the assignment. And he was just saying that he doesn't have a favorite. That's all he was saying. So here's all the names. We got 17 names. I'm going to hit the raffle button. I think I just got to hit this button and it's going to spin. Whoever wins, you get it. Message me, write a comment to me, and I'll try to contact you. We'll try to contact each other. You, sir, win an Amazon gift card, and you are supposed to spend it on a rare Nintendo Switch game. That's the agreement. Holy hell, man, double O, man, 00. You win the prize, and I recognize your name. I see you commenting all the time. Thank you, everyone. This is my way giving back to you guys. Because like I said, the channel would not exist without you, the viewer. So I'm going to try to do more of these types of things in the future just to show you my appreciation. Let's get back to the regular programming, talking about limited run games and how they are literally bankrupting me and causing me to become homeless. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to the channel. I'm trying to get to over 9,000 subscribers, and I also have a Patreon. I want to shout out to all my Patreon supporters. You guys are the reason the channel exists. Everyone that writes a comment, you guys are the reason this channel even exists. Because the algorithm is broken. Okay, I'm telling you right now, the YouTube algorithm is broken. It's complete garbage. And I'm telling you right now, if I was an attractive female with a decent pair of titty, I'm telling you right now, I'd have 69 million subscribers. Guys, join my Patreon. I post exclusive episodes there. We're talking full-length episodes. I'm going to put out a teaser episode probably either in this November or next December to give you guys a little taste of what it's like to join the Patreon.
Yeah, legally insane. Yeah. Check the joystick, retro kings in the building. Pac-Man appetite, munching up millions. Button mash moves, combo spilling, wearing adult diapers. No time for chilling. 16-bit dreams, cartridge on the dresser. Pulling all-nighters, I'm a high-score professor. Velcro sneakers, still a trendsetter. Got the game on lock, but my bladder says never. We're legally insane, controllers in hand. Retro vibes, diapers keeping us standing. No bathroom breaks, we'll game through the pain. Legally insane, we're running the campaign. Precision, aim on the screen. Diaper so fresh, it's my gaming routine. 8-bit symphony, living the dream. Mortal Kombat, battle fatality scene. Mario hops and my swag just bounces. Donkey Kong barrels, rolling like ounces. Pause button hit when the diaper announces. But back to the grind, this joystick astounds us. We're legally insane, controllers in hand. Retro vibes, diapers keeping us standing. No bathroom breaks, we'll game through the pain. Legally insane, we're running the campaign. Legally insane, we're the campaign.